Healthcare should be a human right and not for profit. Raise this standard of living immediately. Please speak up. Healthcare should be a basic right. Healthcare should not be for profit, so please speak. Healthcare should not be for profit and should be a human right. Free all felons and help them get jobs and allow them to have guns and the right to vote. Government allows insurance companies to put profits above people's lives, which is morally wrong. Where's your outrage at this injustice? Because lack of health care becomes a crime. Untreated epilepsy, diabetes, hundreds of thousands of people die from lack of health care every day. And why didn't you say nothing? They spend money on other countries but don't for any of their own people. The government does not care about us. A story that needs to be told. America is not utopia. People rebelling against the police is basically just because we have a low standard of living. Low paying jobs, and then people who are looking for a place and time to fight. The standard of living is too low. We need to raise the minimum wage. It's hard to get a job in healthcare in this place. They're making it harder and harder as a people to survive while lining their pockets with our tax money. When in reality, this system does not work for us anymore. And someone should just pick a middle-class person who's been through it, who has some sense in their head to run the country, and just take Congress out of the picture. Homeless people is not security. Lack of jobs and healthcare is not security, and they aren't doing their jobs. So let's get a big picture. MK Ultra victims and CIA prisons. Excuses to spend all the money on war in other countries and then fail to treat or even address the basic human issues such as we need good paying jobs and healthcare? What about the standard of living? Why aren't you speaking up? We're being lied to by the elites who are using us as slaves, locking people in prisons. The government creates a system that tears apart families. If you don't obey them, you're supposed to be there for our happiness, health, and security. A lot of people are miserable, unhealthy, and faced with being robbed. When I say the government failed us at healthcare, security, and jobs, wasn't that their job? In fact, they're robbing us of the money. They call it taxes. They take from everyone and give them themselves, is what it seems like. Denying healthcare and failing to secure us by turning the people into people that are so poor they end up fighting each other. A secure person is not one who's starving, homeless, or out to get you. And sick. Sick people are not secure. Failed security, healthcare, low-paying jobs, hundreds of thousands of homeless because of the standard of living. That's a failure. Thousands of people dying because of lack of healthcare. Sick people everywhere. That's not security, happiness, or jobs. It's a failure. And here's how the government has failed you. Make it harder and harder to rebel against a system that's killing us off, failing to provide health care that creates a lot of sick people, then failing to raise wages and compete with the price of goods creates poor, sick people. And when you're around poor, sick people, no one can be secure or happy because everyone is poor, sick, and fighting to survive. We have failed to fight for each other and be healthy. Healthcare should be a human right and not for profit. Raise this standard of living immediately. Please speak up.